Usyk there. You brought him up. So was it a low blow or wasn't it a low blow?
I've been boxing all my life, 2-time world heavyweight champion and lineal champion, and the second longest reigning lineal champion in history. And it wasn't a low blow, it was on the belt. And anything below the belt is a low. When we go in the ring, when we fight, sometimes I have my shorts up high, and the referee will say, waist is high, Tyson. Anything here is okay, anything below that is illegal. But we all know that that wasn't a low blow. Usyk got beat fair and square. Fair and square, he lost by knockout. Knockout for a body shot. It crippled him. And I just feel heartily sorry for Daniel, because he should be the unified champion right now, on course to fight me for his biggest payday his life will ever see. And I feel sad for him. So, that's boxing. It won't be the first time someone's been fucked out of something, and it guarantee won't be the end time. And that's just the world we live in. And unfortunately, that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Those body shots, I remember when I think Joshua was going to fight him probably the second time, and you put out this video, this is what AJ needs to do, you're banging away to the body. Have you always sort of known that he's vulnerable there, Usyk?
I don't know if he's vulnerable to the body or what. The face he's vulnerable to. The body is like a quit. I saw something in Usyk the other day, he quit. He quit like a little bitch. I then moaned about it and cried about it and got up after 5 minutes. So he's quit once already, in my opinion. And what do I know? I'm only the world heavyweight champion, undefeated for 15 years. So yeah, he's quit once, he'll do it again, for sure. But I feel sorry for Dan. Dan beat him, fair and square. Hit him on the belt line, which is not below the belt. What anyone wants to say, and by the way, he had his shorts up here, and then when the fight was over, he pulled his shorts down under his belly button. Come on, we're not born yesterday. Make no mistake, he lost that fight.
What's the hardest fight out there for you?
For me? Francis Ngannou.
Hi all, Loz D Punch Out TV. How are you all doing? Hope you're all well out there on this Monday evening. I just finished watching at Queensbury Promotion live with Tyson Fury on YouTube, talking about his up and coming fight with Ngannou and stuff like that. But just the bits really what I listened to was mainly where he was talking about Daniel Dubois, saying he beat Usyk. It wasn't a low blow, it was a body shot what crippled him. Daniel Dubois should be champion and all this shit. And then he goes on to say that he saw something in Usyk that night, that he quit like a little bitch. And saying he's soft. The commentator asked him if he's soft to the body. He said, well, I don't know if he's soft to the body, but he's soft to the head as well. And saying he quit like a little bitch. Well, why did you never fight him? Why did you never fight him? The little middleweight, the rabbit, what you said. Why did you never fight him? Yeah, you wanted to say that Daniel Dubois beat him and that Daniel should be fighting you for a big payday. Well, hang on a minute. I thought you're done with boxing now. I just cut the interview short then, but at the very end he says he's done with boxing. He's done everything he needs to do in boxing. He wants to top the list as the richest athlete this year in Forbes, and he wants to make a movie and have a fight with John Jones in a cage. So, what are you talking about then? If you're done with boxing, saying that you would have thought you wanted to fight Daniel Dubois because he was champion. No, what you mean is you were hoping that Daniel Dubois beat Usyk because you haven't got the balls to go and fight Usyk. That's what you mean. That you ran from Usyk, like Usain Bolt. You ran from Alexander Usyk, and you and Frank were hoping that Daniel Dubois would beat him so that you could fight Daniel Dubois and whip his ass. That's what you meant by that. You said you're done with boxing, you're out of the game, there's nothing, no love for it and all that anymore. So why have you still got this belt? Why have you still got the WBC belt then? If you're done with boxing, why have you not handed over this belt? Because you're an absolute fucking farce. You're a farce. You're just a disgrace to the sport. But you won't give up the belt, because if things don't go your way in MMA or making movies, then you've got the boxing to come back to, and that's why you're holding on to that belt. That's exactly why you're holding on to that belt. You've got no intentions of fighting Anthony Joshua. You've got no intentions of fighting Alexander Usyk. All you want to do is keep hold of that belt and then fight easy fights, because you'll still be a champion with a belt. That's why you're keeping hold of that belt. It's got nothing to do with that you're done with boxing. Because if you were done with boxing, the belt you wouldn't even have the belt. You're fighting a fucking bullshit Mickey Mouse fight twice, and your title's not on the line. And then you're saying that Usyk's a little bitch and stuff like that. Well, I don't see your fat sorry ass in the ring with him. I don't see it at all. But like I say, I've made plenty of videos on this guy. Guy's just the biggest fraud. The biggest fraud in the sport of boxing. And like I always say, the quicker they're out of the sport, the better. Because for me, he's nothing but a con man. He's just a laughing stock of an heavyweight champion. And I won't even call him a champion. He's just a laughing stock of an heavyweight. That's all he is. He's a greedy bastard. He's making a mockery of the sport. People in that chat then, I seen Lita was still there, one of my subs. She was giving it him. Respect to you, Lita. But this guy, there was people in the chat saying, oh, he's the greatest, no one can beat him in the ring and all this. It's just an absolute joke that people still buy into this shit. He's the biggest fraud, he's the biggest con man. He's making a mockery of the sport, robbing the people blind, pay-per-view for Mickey Mouse fights when he's not fighting anyone. Yet he's quite clearly told you the other day, I told you a few weeks ago, he did an interview with Sky Sports, said he's not interested in the fight. But people still want to go along with this shit. And that's the problem with this. That's the problem with boxing. That his fanboys are still putting up with this shit, allowing him to do it. And that's what's ruining sport boxing. As long as he keeps doing this, he'll keep doing it. And if people are buying into it, then he'll keep doing it. And he'll keep doing it, and he'll keep doing it, and he'll keep doing it. He won't retire from boxing. He won't retire from boxing until he gets knocked out. That's when he'll retire from boxing. Like I say, that's the reason, one of the reasons why he's keeping that WBC belt hostage. Because it's a last minute resort for him if things don't go his way. So he can always drop back onto boxing and fight bums or easy fights and still get a payday. That's exactly what he's doing. Let me know what you think. Peace out. I'll catch you very soon.